forgot to flip this. Oh my gosh. Hello, welcome. My name is Leanne Furness, and I'm an independent demonstrator here in Rochester, Minnesota, with Stampin' Up. And I'm going to highlight something today in the catalog, which I'm sure most of you have like flipped over and said, why do I need that? And I'm going to show you why, maybe, but maybe not. Today is Tuesday, Tuesday, July 23rd. It is a free shipping day. So if you're trying to order online with my host code, be patient. This website has had some glitches and they're working on it. If you need to order less than $75 and you want to go directly through me, you can do that. Just make sure I get your email by 9. I'm going to go to a picnic and then come back home and see what I can manage to get for all of you. So I don't ever know if free shipping is coming until like when you guys do. So just so you know, I'm panicking a little, and I just got back from my sister's lake, so I'm totally ill prepared for this live, but we're going to wing it because that's what we can do. All right, so today we're going to go to page 29 and 28 and 29, and I don't have this stamp set down here. Whoops, let's go up a little bit more. I don't have this stamp set, but I do have this paper, and I think when you look at it, you go, well, I don't do packaging and I don't do tags. Wow, that is super dark. But you know what? You do actually. You can, and it's pretty simple. So I'm going to hopefully do a couple cards on the fly, show you a couple things. I'm not sure why this seems so dark. Other than I'm ill prepared. Okay, so when you get this, you get 3 full sheets of paper of the regular 12 by 12. And it's a beautiful paper and it's gorgeous colors. And you can have, you have front and back, of course, and they make it hard to pick. And so these come as a full sheet. And then I'm going to get this out of our way for a minute. And then because in the catalog, it doesn't list the colors. If you go onto our online store, which is going to be a little pokey today, you can see the colors. And so that's all of these: Early Espresso, Garden Green. Whoa, what's happening? There we go. So I grabbed some of those cardstocks that I have laying around. And when I create a card and I have leftovers, this is how I store it. I have these are all card fronts basically, so they're 4 by 5 1/4, and I just kind of store them like that. And then when I want to make a card quick, I don't have to like cut and measure and all that stuff. Just a little tidbit. Okay, so this comes, and these are punch outs. And what do I mean by that? Well, I'll show you here. Hold on. Timber. All right. So I really need this to be up higher. Okay, stop. That's what happens when you're doing fly by the seat of your pants, Leanne. Maybe just be a little bit more organized. Okay. Well, we do seem to have a problem. Okay. Well, we're going to make this work, I hope. All right. Oh, there we go. Okay, so these are the cutouts I was talking about. And they come, you punch them out. They're very clean punch out. There's 1 sheet of card fronts. Again, the same size as 4 by 5 1/4. And then there's some that have like a frame. And that'd be great for a scrapbook page. If you're highlighting somebody in a garden or in a kind of area like that. This does not come with it. So these are beautiful in and of themselves. You get a sheet, 1 sheet of this, which matches the designer series paper, and that's just part of the pull-out cutouts. And then you get some that have greetings, spaces. This one has a greeting space. And so you have a lot of stuff. And when you look at this, I don't know about you, but I go, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to start. We're just going to start because you know what? Why not? So I'm going to go ahead My first idea is to, okay, so I purchased for myself. Actually, you can do a product share with me, and you can get a customized cardstock packet. So if you wanted to order this and you wanted cardstock that matches, then you would tell me that. We would pick out the colors, and then I would get you the combination together rather than having to buy everything. So they did that for one time a little bit ago in the catalogs, but they haven't done that for a while now. So it's kind of a sad thing. All right. So I am flying by the seat of my pants. So this is Soft Sea Foam, which is one of those colors that are in there. Lust Lagoon, which I love. Love, love, love. And I wish I had an idea because I don't. You've got some corner pieces you could do. You've got a bouquet. Wow, I just went blankaroonie. Blink, blink, blink. Okay, so we got this beautiful wreath. And it is beautiful. And it needs a lot of love. So what if it was like for a wedding? Now, I grabbed this. What a joyous occasion. The joyous occasion. I grabbed this from the ephemera packs, and it's called Saying Something. No, I don't know what it's called. You can find those on page. What page? Saying Something. Oh, that is what it's called. On page 819. And it goes with this color scheme. And I thought, well, that works. And I thought, well, I don't even need to stamp a greeting. But what I do need is add some pizzazz. This is kind of, would it be better if I did maybe so you can see how you can, it's hard because you only get one of everything, right? So then you're thinking in your head, if you're like me, oh my gosh, what if I mess this up and don't like it? Well, that's not going to happen because you're going to do a great, fantastic job. Okay, what I think I want to do is give this some depth, and I'm going to do that by doing some of these layers. Nope, not that one. All right, so see, this is a little trickier than it would appear, apparently. I wish I was live right now, because then I think people would be going, what are you doing, Leanne? Okay, so I want to add some, and flowers, are not my thing, So I thought, well, let's try it. And I don't want to overwhelm it. Here's what I'm looking for, these cute little spriggy things. I'm all about the spriggy things. So far, looking better. And I'm going to do, I'm going to say, well, I don't really want string. I want some bling, but I don't have any bling here. Hold on. So this is really why I should just tape it and then edit, because what the heck, Leanne, get your F together. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to grab my Stampin' Seal. And, oh my gosh, I don't want to mess this up. This paper here. Okay. So I'm going to put my silicone mat. If you don't have a silicone mat, I don't know why you don't, but you should, because it just makes your work surface not get all sticky and goobery. And that's a technical term, goobery. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put that on there. And then I'm going to raise this up a little bit with mini dimensionals. Now, I want it to be noted that a lot of times when I'm showing you guys something, I already have one made. And so I know what I'm going to do. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. And that's okay. Because sometimes you guys start that way, right? So you have this blank slate and you're going, well, I don't know what to do. And we go online and we look at all that stuff. And then you get totally down a rabbit hole, right? I bet if you just didn't look at what other people are doing and just focused on what you like, you might be surprised at your ability to create stuff. I challenge you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glab a glue dot for my little sprig so it stays in place when I push them in here. Okay, and then I'm going to put a glue dot on this guy on his leaves, so his leaves are up a little bit. Whoa! And this. So really, you could be doing this watching TV. You don't even really need ink, paper. You just need ink and paper. And so I can see using this. Okay, so then this is going to go on top of that. And I think I kind of like this. I don't know what you all think. I'll have to take photos and ask for some opinions on my Facebook page. Not everybody has Facebook, and I know that's kind of a sore subject. And I don't know why it's like this at the moment. Okay, so that goober, and I should have done it this way in the first place, like put my glue dots, come on, right here, because then I know they're going to be on. And I did not mean for that to flip up, but we're going to just kind of go with it. Kind of looks like a little banner. Aw. And then we're going to use some of this bling. It's iridescent or pearls, basic jewels. And I'm just going to put a few blingy things or not on there. So you get the idea. And it doesn't have to be super fancy. It just needs to be a little bit put together, right? So then you have a card. What a joyous occasion. And it could be for a wedding. It could be for an anniversary. It could be for anything. So that's my first card that I just winged. Winged, that's the technical term. I winged it. All right, so then I thought, so that shows you how to use that, right? And I know you all have your own brains and you can see all this good stuff that you could do. What if you wanted to make a card, or even better, a container, a treat container? So let me just go get, all right, my trimmer. I'm going to show you how to make what they show in the catalog. Back in the day, so in the 80s or 90s, or whenever I was a demonstrator before, or how long, you would make a, we called it sour cream containers. And the sour cream container basically is a square. So I just cut 4 of these, so it's 6 by 6. And I'm going to get some tear and tape, because you want it to really, 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 really stick well. And I'm doing this from memory. Didn't look it up. Don't know if I'm doing it right, but I'm going to break down the fibers a little bit so that it curls better. And basically what you do is you end up making, well, I know they used to have sour cream containers like this at restaurants. I don't know if they have it now, but we're going to put 1 strip here so that my container can line up. And I would say little trick. This is something I haven't really told many people. And I think I probably learned it from Jennifer McGuire, who's not even a demonstrator, but if you put a little bit of this Tombow glue on it, you have a little bit more leeway. The tear and tape is not going to let you pull it back up. But if you put the Tombow glue on it with the tear and tape and just give it a minute, it will be able to be positioned and be dry, and then it's not coming apart. I'll tell you that much. So I might stick some more Tombow in there because I don't want it to ooze out too much. There, it's starting to ooze. No oozing. There's a technical term for that. Okay, so that's basically what a sour cream container would look like if you did it right. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close up the bottom. And again, I'm going to use Tombow glue just because it's easier. And I'm just going to fold it and squish it. And the Tombow glue, you got to wait a few minutes. If you have to move on and do something else, put your stamp pad over it. Let it give it a little bit of time to grab to each other. No, that was pretty good. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab my block and lay that on there. So actually what I'm first going to do is get rid of all these other distractions. Because now you've seen it all. Who knows what I'm going to bring back in? I don't even. All right, so we got our container. And in theory, if I had candy, you'd put it in there and or whatever your treat is, and then you would go like this. Now, we need a tag. So I grabbed the Elegant Tag Edge. That's in our annual catalog, and I wrote it down somewhere, but I don't know. And a piece of Petal Pink, because that's one of the colors. Petal Pink cardstock, scrap, and the Elegant Tag Punch is on page 28. So I grabbed this cardstock scrap, a cardstock scrap. That sounds really weird. Oh, here they are. I'm like, I know I cut one of these. And this is a 2-inch punch, right? This is 2 inches. So if you go 2 inches and line it up, you're going to have a perfectly great tag. Ta-da! And then I'm going to use Lost Lagoon and a thank you stamp. That, or just for you. That's what we're going to use, just for you. And I'm going to stamp that with my Lost Lagoon. And this is going to look kind of lame-o. Actually, I just had a better idea. But wait, where is that little guy? This one. Is that too much? Way too much. Way too much. Good idea. Way too much. This guy? Nope. We're going to do this. We're going to go just for you. Oh, we're going to say sugar. Oh, sugar. It's not straight. Again, it's hard with these papers, these stamp sets that are, rubber to get it straight. So what I like to do is use my grid paper. I'm just going to use my glass mat. Oh, of course, that's perfect. Just see how if I stamped it with I thought was straight on my pad or my sticker, it looks just like that, but it's not. It needs to go. And I got lucky, so I don't know why I didn't stop. Nope, wrong way. Okay. So what I'm going to do is show you that even though I messed up, we're going to have an opportunity to be creative. We're going to grab some of these things, like, no, not like that. Oh, see, we just cover up stuff. Someone told me one time they didn't know that the reason we would have bling is that you cover up your mistakes. Well, hello, what do you think we're doing? We have to cover up our mistakes sometimes because you're not going to start all over. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this perfectly, of course. And I'm going to take a scissors and I'm just going to hopefully just trim it. I guess I should use my trimmer. We don't have time for that. Hopefully next week I will be live. I shouldn't have a conflict. I'm sure I do. Tonight I have a picnic for my American Businesswomen Association group. So I'm going to go down to Fountain City for that. Okay. So I got this cut out and I'm going to put this together. Be my silicone mat that I flung out of my way because that's how I roll. Buried it far beneath. All right, so I'm going to add just a little. And again, remember the silicone mat, it doesn't, you can add stuff, add adhesive, and it's really not going to cover up. I mean, it's not going to stick on your working surface, which is what happens when we all many times. Changing my mind a little. I think I like that on dimensionals. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little bit more with this tomorrow, maybe, and show, like, do some serious posting about pictures, because I think I'm not going to give it justice right now. I'm not going to have enough time. Okay, so I'm going to have that just hanging out, and I'm going to add the Just For You with a dimensional. See how I'm not being really particular about my measurements? It's okay. We too can do that just for you. We're going to go just like that. Kind of looks like on purpose. We're going to go with it. And then to close this container, what I want to do is grab some twine. Oh, ooh, I like that. I was thinking it wasn't quite full enough. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. And I'm going to grab some twine. This is our Baker's Twine 3 combo pack. And it really isn't exactly the same colors, but you know what? I don't really care. It's fine, right? So you could add a little bow at the bottom of my bouquet down there. Oh my gosh, but you should do that before you put Tombow glue in your fingers, because really. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and swear at it, because you can't tie a bow when you're on camera. There's just not, it doesn't work. It's time and time again, we've proven ourselves this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and trim that guy down. Whoops, hopefully you can't hear the golfers outside. My husband opened up the windows today thinking it was nice out. I'm not sure if it is really that nice, but I like cold. And so, and he's downstairs in our basement, which is of course cold. All right, that's going to be as good as it's going to get for today. Oh my gosh, you can't even see that. And then I'm going to go ahead and punch this with what, one would ask. With what? Just a good old-fashioned hole punch. Now, I know we don't have one of those in our catalog, but I know you all have one just for whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to punch this and hope I don't screw it up, because again, I don't have very many options. Okay, perfect. And then I'm just going to use this twine. Actually, I'm going to use the blue, because I used that Flirty Flamingo already. I'm going to use the blue, and I'm going to tie it. So then my person, my recipient, wouldn't have to rip it open. They could just untie it in theory. And then we can, the bow situation, seriously. All right, so we got that. I don't know if I think I like that or not. And then I'm going to go ahead and just attach it like this. So that, then I have place in the back to write, thank you so much for whatever, watering my plants while I was gone, or something like that. You kind of want to And if you're going to give them a thank you, a gift card would fit in there. Really, a lot of things would fit in there. So here is, here. Oh my gosh, nice Nort. Okay, so here is my project finished. And it's just the little treat container. And I'm just going to do it this way because my fingers are not cooperating. And then I can just, oh my gosh, seriously not cooperating. Okay. So that is how one would make a treat container. You could also do a box. You know, there's all kinds of patterns out there that show you how to do some fun things. I think I am going to do one more card, and I'm going to use a tag on my card, and I'm going to grab a Lost Lagoon cardstock base. Now remember, the other thing I do with my cardstock is when I cut one, I score it first down. If it's this way, it's at 4 1/4. It's very confusing. And then I cut it, or tear it in this case. And then if I don't use the second half, I just kind of leave it in my stash. And then again, when I'm kind of trying to come up with some ideas of what to do on even a live or anything else, I'm going to kind of just not worry about it too much because I have this already cut. And then I can go, oh, what happens most of the time? I use this, and then I don't have many more of that color. That's just always the fun part of life. Okay, so then I want, and remember, you don't have to go with just the color choices that are matching. You can go with whatever color choice you want. I don't like that very much. That is Balmy Blue, I think. White. Nope. Don't like it. Don't like it, I say. I don't like it. Let's see. This. And one of those other greetings, maybe. Wishing you all the best. Wishing you all the best. Beautiful. Because it does kind of all coordinate. I don't know if Stampin' Up! Did that on purpose. Of course they did. But, you know, here again, you can put this in a frame, or you can just create a whole scene. You could use this page, but I kind of like this whole layering thing. I'm kind of liking that with this guy, who's a lot like that. Well, it is exactly like that, not a lot, but I'm going to do that. And we're going to add some more flowers. What word was I using? What happened to it? Oh my gosh. Wishing you all the best. Actually, I'm going to use bunches of thanks. No, I'm not. I'm going to do wishing you all the best. For like a retirement card or something, right? Wishing you all the best. I'm just going to go ahead and look and see what I'm doing. Wishing you all the best. If you say it 3 times like that, then it comes really much clearer to you. I'm kidding. Nope. The problem is there's too many fun things, really. You think about it. And if I wanted to just really pack this up like that, I would put this down here. I don't like that. This is an experiment gone awry. Glad I'm entertaining myself, to tell you the truth. Wow, I'm disappointing myself today. All right. First card was okay. Second card was good. Our second project was good. This guy is going to make me angry. No, he's not. I can rise above it. Maybe it's the Blue Lagoon background. I don't know. Maybe it needs soft or sea foam. You know, I do like that better. See how changing your color base of your card changes the whole look. And so sometimes when you're looking at it and you think, why is this doesn't even look good? It's because you need a different contrast. Pretty simple, right? But we all forget about it. And I don't have a technique today. Otherwise, I wish I had something creative more than this, but this is what we're going to get today. You're going to get what you get, and you won't throw a fit. Yes, I'm just rambling. I don't know. What I did do, this is kind of weird, I think, but I saved, I don't know which one is which, the punch out parts of that card. So you could totally stamp on that. Ooh, I like that idea. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make this into may you find peace in the days to come and the loving thoughts that surround you now, because we always need more sympathy cards. And I just am sad that that's true. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, grab my stamp. And that one is from the Hope You Know stamp set. It must be in our annual catalog. And we're just going to cross our fingers. No, we're not. We're going to get a piece of scratch paper because, as we saw, okay, that looks pretty good. This is scary stuff, people. Okay, I like it. I'm going to put this flat in a minute. I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals and watch. So don't use all of your dimensionals. Like this part works great for these frames because you want to give it enough oomph that it's not going to collapse in the mail if you're mailing it. Or it's just going to give it the right depth that you wanted it to be. Move you out of my way. Put you over here. Okay, so then you have to take these all off. Blah, 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 blah. And this will be my last card because I don't like to go over 30 minutes and I'm already at 33. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh my goodness. And double check that this is straight. Okay, it is. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and did you see what I just did? I put this down with adhesive on it on my glass mat. Hello, Liam. So what I want to do is pop that up. Look at that. I like it. What do you guys think? So this is going to get popped up more. I'm going to add some snail in the back. I think that's what we call it. Seal, not snail, seal. Okay. So then it needs a little something. I agree. We're going to add just a little bit of what? Flowers? Just this? That looks pretty good, but I don't know if I like it. I mean, it's kind of like a lot, isn't it? But it does give you more of a focal point. I might just stop and say, that's good. That's what I'm going to do, actually. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and use the same bling I did. The Iridescent Pearls Basic Pack. Oh, come on. And just put 3 on there because that's what I like to do. 3 will work. And then inside that stamp set, you can also then say, thinking of you today, which is perfect for a sympathy card, I think, because usually you are thinking of them that whole day. And it's just so hard. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my Lost Lagoon, thinking of you today. This is in the same stamp set, and pray it works. Now look at, you see, did you notice how I did that crooked on purpose? Because then if it's not straight, like our first thing, then it doesn't matter. So there we go. All right, thanks for watching. Make sure you get me your orders by 9 p.m. on Tuesday for free shipping. And there'll be a little bonus for everybody who orders. I'm not sure what that is yet because that's how I work. I fly by the seat of my pants. Thanks for watching.